Social media overreactions. Are you scared of Gattuso? And Obama fever has hit the Emirates. Hello, welcome back to Arsenal Nation. We haven't seen you for a while and so much has happened. Please welcome to the show two brilliant people. Our first one is a funny man. His name's Johnny Cochrane. Welcome back.
Hello, guys. Oh, you're too kind.
Round of applause. And also making his fourth appearance on the show. Can you believe that? It's Sharky.
It's been four already.
Four.
Wow.
You don't remember them? They all just rolled into one when you're having fun, don't they? OK, as ever, we're going to kick off the show with We Need to Talk About. And this one is an interesting one. Like I said at the top of the show, there's been a lot that's happened since we last saw you. So we're going to go with overreactions. On Twitter, everybody's very vocal. Arsenal lost to Brighton, we remember that one. And here's how some of you reacted on social media. Now, not only that, 4 days later, we went and beat Milan 2-0 in the first leg of the Europa League. There was more reaction from you guys on Twitter, undoubtedly positive to that one. Arsene Wenger got it right, etc., etc. Lads, what do we think about this? Twitter is obviously a place where you can really vent how you feel. Is it overreaction or is it warranted?
See, I think it's quite warranted, actually. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people want to slag fans off for being, you know, a bit flippant and a bit reactionary. But at the end of the day, particularly with our club, a lot of this stuff has been built up over time. So where else do you want people to vent their anger and dismay if it isn't through their social channels? I think fair play to them. Like, sometimes people could go a bit too far, but in general, if you want to have a moan, you got to have a moan.
There we go. And Sharky, it can be overwhelming negative because obviously Arsenal's season, not just this season actually, the last few have been quite erratic. But in terms of beating Milan, and this was the first leg that we're talking about, but over 2 legs, comprehensively beating them, is a very positive thing now as well, isn't it? And fans are able to vent that positivity, shall we call it?
Yeah, I think, going back to the overreaction or the warranted argument, I think it's a mix of both in terms of, like, it is kind of warranted, like Johnny was saying, how we're a top club, but right now we're sitting in 6th place. Like, it is warranted, like, everyone, like, overreact and stuff like that. But at the same time, like I said, it is overreaction because of social media these days. Like, everyone's, like, just wants to get their opinion out, and always, like, you lose one game, everyone's like, wow, and then we win the next game, everyone's, like, completely different. So it is a mixture of both, but I understand it 100%.
And everyone's got a right to an opinion. I remember the last video I did, someone didn't agree with my opinion, and then they started saying I look like Marouane Fellaini in the comments, and that's not necessary, is it?
It's really not necessary. Anyway, if you want to get involved in the debate, you can comment in the box below. And also, you can go on Twitter and you can use the hashtag Arsenal Nation if you want to just do a bit of overreacting. Anyway, let's continue the theme of We Need to Talk About and overreactions. Something good to talk about in Arsenal's case is this mix-up now. Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang back together. Have a little look at this that Joe put out. I love joe.co.uk. This is them dancing together. Basically, these boys have been reunited since their days at Dortmund. They've spent a few seasons apart. They've come back together, and it looks like the chemistry is still there. Boys, are they the real deal? Sharky, let's come to you first. Are they the real deal, or is it too early to say?
The thing is, with them, I think they will be the real deal. I think individually they're both playing really well, and we're seeing glimpses of them, their partnership together. But I do think there's more to come from them. Like, I think, I still think that, like, I just want more, and I know we're going to see that. Like, it's positive signs.
And Johnny, it's been limited because obviously Aubameyang's been cupped up. We haven't seen them play together as much as we would have liked to. But the times that they have played together, they've been brilliant, haven't they?
I think so. I mean, I think I get what you're saying. To be fair, I want more as well, but I think they are the real deal. The reason why is not so much just what we've seen at Arsenal, it's what we've seen at Dortmund, and it just looks like they've just picked up where they left off. They're on the same wavelength. He spots the right runs of Aubameyang, and it's just about getting that sharpness, and I think they're going to terrorise this league. I can't wait. With Ozil in there, I want to see LMAO, to be fair. Lacazette, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang and Ozil, let's go. Just terrorise this league.
What I love about them as well is that they're mates and they've made no secret about that fact. And Mkhitaryan came out and he just says he knows what Aubameyang's going to do. He knows which runs he's going to make and he knows how to feed him the ball.
I love that. Like, it's so exciting to see. Because I remember watching them at Dortmund, and there was a season where Mkhitaryan was like most top assists in Europe, and Aubameyang was just scoring goals, and it just looked so good. And I would never think they'd be at Arsenal, both of them, like let alone one of them, both of them. And Like we saw his through ball to Aubameyang the other day when he rounded the keeper, and it looks really good. I think
it's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I think for next season, obviously, I think now it's like the rest of the season's coming to an end. But I think for next season, after the World Cup's done and everything, when we all come back next season, I think it's going to look really good. Like I said, with the LMAO players, and don't forget Ramsey as well. I'm a big fan of Ramsey. Don't forget Ramsey in that field, but I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Like I'm smiling now just thinking about it. So yeah.
All right, boys,
Exciting.
you mentioned LMAO and Lacazette, and if you've missed him, here's a little piece that we did. It's called Yes or No.
Oui.
Do you want to do yes?
Oh, sorry.
Yes or no?
Okay.
Ouais, c'est bon.
Yes. 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 No. 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 Yes. No. Yes. Not every time. No. Yes.
There you go, Lacazette with a game of we or no, making it his own.
I can't believe
love him.
how low energy he is. He was like on
just
power
chilled.
saver mode, you know.
Yeah, he's on low battery mode, isn't he?
And he doesn't watch Game of Thrones, like.
I know, right? Anyway, and also he doesn't like pineapple on a pizza, which is
Yeah, good man.
I know, yeah, exactly. Stand by him. Stand by him.
All right, fine. Let's move on to the next section. This is called What Do We Think Of? And we have to bring up Hector Bellerin, one man that never shies away from social media, and this is what I love about him. So he tweeted this out after the Watford game. Looks like you couldn't see today either, Troy Deeney. Of course, that is in response to Troy Deeney's comments post-match at the first game at Vicarage Road in October when he called him out for having too much long hair. I mean, that was a controversial game for so many different reasons, but mostly because of Troy Deeney. What do you think about this? Was this the best comeback on social media that Hector's done? Because he likes clapbacks, doesn't he? Did he have it saved in drafts, do you think, before the game?
He was ready to roll. When Troy Deeney missed that penalty, you know Hector celebrated a little bit more than everyone else. He was like, yeah, you wait, Twitter, I'm coming for you. But no, I'll back him. At the end of the day, if you want to put comments like that out, Troy, you reap what you sow.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. You have to back it up, don't you? If you're gonna put it out there, you have to expect it. And how perfect was it really for Arsenal fans and also Hector that he missed a penalty after what happened in the first leg?
It was amazing because I would have been exactly the same. It was like Deeney always scores penalties. Like he's a penalty taker. Czech hasn't saved a penalty for Arsenal Football Club. So it was perfect. It was perfect. So it was like, if I was like, I would have done the exact same thing as Hector. I would have had that tweet saved in drafts. The day of, like on the day of the game at Vicarage Road, I would be like, you know what, just watch. Just watch. The second the final whistle goes, tweet.
He must have tripped over his cojones on taking that penalty. It's just like, all right.
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that, but we're just going to go with it anyway. Now, I want you to have a little look at this because I've got something that might make you giggle. This is Pacos de Ferreira keeper Mario Felguera. This is the game against Porto. Just have a little look at him. Whoa! I'm not really sure what happens there. You can't quite see his reaction, but just to show you that there pretty much is zero contact here. Doesn't stop him from doing one of the worst dives I've ever seen in the history of diving. So my question is, I think it might be a slight little bit of self-preservation there, just in case he sort of feels like he's about to be... No, not going for it?
There's no excuse. There's
Not having it?
That was obscene.
There's no excuse for that.
No? All right, fine.
No.
So let's move on because I think, not controversially, we all agree there. But my question is, when have you had to fake it till you make it? I mean, I'm doing it right now. I've been doing it all season. What about you?
I once did an advert for a pizza company and they basically gave me a pizza box that I had to pretend that there was pizza inside. There was no pizza in there. It was world-class acting. It was something like this. You know, like,
to open it as well.
Yeah, and pretend that, and what I did was I remembered what it felt like when there was a pizza in that box and I just replayed it.
Because you have to get the weight right and everything, like...
Sharky, what about you?
It's strange because, like, I feel like I do it every day. Because I make YouTube videos, sometimes when I see someone, I don't know whether I know them personally or they know me from my videos. So I just have like fake conversations with them. Like I'm just like, yeah, and then it's just happens all the
How's your
time.
mother?
yeah, basically, yeah. And then they're like, I'm just a subscriber. What are you talking about? I don't know. It's like, oh, sorry, but yeah, it happens all the time. I have to do it all the time. It's so bad.
All right, I've got something else to make you smile. If you're a biggest fan, as we are, of Gattuso, we had the pleasure of watching him over 180 minutes, and this is great. This is by a bearded genius. Of course, he works for joe.co.uk. This is Gattuso's reactions against this game at Arsenal. Me, cod and chips with curry sauce, please. Chippy, fish will be 10 minutes, mate. I love this. Did you see the stare? Like, his stare is so aggressive. I love it. My question is, when have you been on the end of one of those stares ever? Not Gattuso's, obviously, unless you have, but somebody else.
My mum, growing up, yeah, real deal. If you're like late down for dinner or something like that, it was just, she would give it that Gattuso stare, you know, the pose. Never
when you get that look, you know, like you know, you're in trouble. Like I'd rather like get punished or get grounded than get that look, because that hurts. Like that, you feel that. It goes through you, that look, and you're like, oh man.
I mean, he went full red face, red, like that's just anger bubbling up as well. So.
Can you imagine if it was from him, not your mother, but actually Gattuso staring at you now?
Well, it'd be a bit weird, actually. I'd say, Gattuso, what are you doing in my house? That's the thing I'd say, first of all.
I'd get out of my own house. I'm like, this is your house now.
Oh, you were here first.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine, no.
All right, boys, we are nearly done. It's just enough time for the back four. It's a quick fire round. 60 seconds are on the clock, and you need to answer this as quickly as possible. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Excellent. OK, question number one. It's the anniversary of Dennis Bergkamp's banger versus Newcastle. Was this Arsenal's best goal ever, Johnny?
Just personally, I loved Thierry Henry against West Ham. We were 2-0 down. He went, that's it, I'm doing it.
I'm going to have to say Wilshere's goal against Norwich. Greatest goal I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing.
Best team goal.
Basketball star Kobe Bryant won an Oscar. Which football player could win an Oscar?
I think Harry Kane playing Beavis in the real-life Beavis and Butthead remake.
That's so deep. That's so deep.
I can see Sean Nash like in an EastEnders role.
Yes.
I was like working in a pub or something, winning an Oscar just for that. 100%. 100%.
Francis Coquelin, we miss him. He scored. He ended his goal drought. So my question is, what's the longest you've ever had to wait for something?
Arsenal to win the Champions League. Been waiting quite some time, actually. If you wouldn't mind speeding up with that one.
Yeah, no, I'm going to have to say my first kiss. It was quite a while, so...
Brilliant. Oh, bless you. All right, Juventus had a documentary on Netflix. Which player would you like to see a documentary on Netflix on?
I think there was an all-access film on Twitter about Dele Alli, actually. Yeah, I don't want to see it, though.
Missed it again.
A lot of Spurs back.
I'm going to have to say Sergio Busquets. I'm just a massive fan of him.
All right, brilliant. You've gone a little bit over, but we'll let you do that one, boys. Thank you so much. You've been absolutely brilliant. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in the conversation, you can by using the hashtag ArsenalNation, or you can comment in the box below. And playing the show out is Mr. Johnny Cochrane with a world exclusive. This is his Aubameyang song. Johnny, take it away.
Yeah, Aubameyang to the tune of Cinnamon. Aubameyang, where you gonna run to? Aubameyang, where you gonna run to? Aubameyang, where you gonna run to? Oh, on match day, he runs into the box and scores nicely, runs into the box and scores nicely, runs into the box and scores nicely. Oh, on match day.
Oh, that was brilliant. Very well done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. Subscribe.